Hello, folks. How you doing? So let's see. Inktober is on us, and so I decided to get involved, and so that's what I'll be doing. A bunch of Inktober, but I'm gonna try to make sure that I can get some of my other videos out there too, because we want to know what's happening with Ed, the reluctant biting viper, and this guy here, ooh, bad guy. So, anyways, I've been working on that too, so that'll happen. But right now, I thought, what the heck? You know what? Let's do Inktober. It's a great way to get yourself motivated to do stuff, and I'm gonna have fun with it. What the heck? Um, you know. Now, another thing I wanted to show you real quick was while I am not doing videos of Ed the Reluctant Viper, I also do something else. And I started doing this cardboard cutout painting situation. And I kind of really like this. I think it turned out really good. Just a rhino sitting in the plains of Africa, eating some grass, right? And, it's all cut out. Everything's all cut out. I don't think that part of the tree is not cut out. But the rhino's cut out and everything. So I'll probably do a video on showing you how I did this. I think I did 3 of them. So they turned out pretty cool. Giraffe, redfoot tortoise, and no, that was it. Yeah, giraffe, redfoot tortoise, and the rhino. And I'm gonna maybe do some fish too, I think. Yeah. Anyways, sit back, watch the video, do the thumb, do the like, do the share, just do it everywhere. La la la. Oh, you get music while you're doing this. Oh, you can't believe yourself. You're like, oh my god, music and a drawing. That's right. So I'll see you at the end of the video. Hi guys, how's it going? So it is Inktober, and usually I'm somewhat prepared for it, but not this year because I got sick there. Just a really bad chest cold. That's all it was. But yeah, it kind of put me out of gear for a bit. So I'm going to hit this raw and just do it that way. The first prompt of the day for October 1st is mustache. So I think what I'm going to do is simply do a nice little quick, fun as you want to do it kind of drawing. Okay? So I think, because I have a mustache and a beard, I'm just going to do the mustache part. But I'm just going to do a character actually with a mustache. I'm going to keep it nice and simple, right? And have fun with it. And that's that. So, and a little bit of a self-portrait by the looks of it already, because this guy kind of has a doopy look about him. And I have a nice kind of doopy look about myself, All right. So we'll just have fun here, and I'm going to plop him in, and we're going to have fun with this mustache, I think. I want a mustache. I want a real mustache. Now, remember when I was young, my dad actually grew one of those big, huge mustaches, and he waxed it and everything like that. And I got to be honest, it was so cool. I loved it. Now, everybody else in the family was kind of like, right? But me, personally, I was right on. Well, especially my mom. I don't think my mom really liked it that much. But she was like, he's a goofy guy, so just let him do his thing. So, anyways, as I say, we're going to have this guy with a mustache. He's got it going. He's a man's man. I'm so manly with my mustache. Right? Yeah, it is a bit of fun, right? Have some fun with it. And let's see, let's make that mustache alive. So we'll do some line work here. Oh, we won't because that pen's not working. Let's use this pen. Hopefully it works. Or marker, I should say. And I love drawing hair. I gotta be honest with you. If you can get something to look, kind of cool with like hair, it is a lot of fun. Right? Now let's give this guy a little bit of life in his face here. We're gonna, these are guys, like me a little more matured, right? That's why he's got those little extra wrinkles and stuff like that. But like I said, my dad grew this mustache, and he would wax it, and he curled it and everything like that. And it like I said, it looked fantastic. And then he wound up finding this jacket, and it was like one of those long jackets that like a spy would wear, and he wore that around with his mustache, and he was very, very happy with himself, very proud. And I remember it was like one of those fun times in life, right? You know, like I just always remember looking at that and thinking to myself, that is so cool. I don't think I could grow that kind of a mustache myself. I've never tried, and I'm not going to. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm not going to. I'm definitely just going to stay out of that situation. But here we are. We're drawing the guy for the 1st of October, and he is got himself a lovely mustache, right? And it's kind of funny, eh? Some people really like mustaches, you know, and then some people, no way, right? But they're definitely more popular than they ever were before. And you do see a lot of these young guys who will wear, you know, like kind of what, I forget what they call that, but like a certain look, right? And, you know, sideburns and all that. I forget what that is. Somebody send me a comment and let me know what the heck that is. I know what I'm thinking. It's in my head there, but exactly what it is, I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to give him a little bit of stubble. You know, just a tiny touch of stubble. I think it's just a little bit of stubble is not a big problem. So yeah, we go. This is working. I'm also doing this raw this way because I get told all the time that I should do some of these you know, live situations, and I don't know if I'm ready for it, but if I am, I'm gonna give it a shot. So this is kind of really good practice, you know, and because you're supposed to keep talking while you're doing your art, and that's not always easy because there's certain times where you drift into the artwork. I get asked a lot too, like especially when I do some really wild stuff. Oh hey man, you're on mushrooms, wow man. And I'm like, nope, sober as a judge when I'm doing that kind of stuff. But it's the art that actually does get me to go in that other world, right? And when you're doing your lines and you're making these little things happen, this is what happens. You get this euphoria kind of thing going on, and sometimes it's just the lines, right? I love it when somebody says, I love your line work, right? And I'm just like, whoa, right? Because, you know, people will say to me, how can you like draw that and not sketch it out and have it all ready, you know? And I'm like, it's not that hard. And it definitely was practice, you know, because I used to be a pencil drawer, and I just found after a certain while, it was like, well, I kept transferring my pencil work into pen work, and it just took a long process, and it kind of took a little out of the fun, you know. And so I started saying to myself, you know what, I'm gonna just try this. And then I saw that other artists did it, and then I was like, hey, you know what, they can do it. I'm pretty sure I can do it, so I think I can, right? Yeah, I like this guy. He's looking good. I think he's got a good old mustache happening. Here's something I do sometimes, and when you're doing line work, is if you go like this, and then you pop right back, and you come back up, and that, it'll give you a different look in that. You'll see already, like a little bit of a separation. You can do it that way, or you can just do your straight line work, right? But it does help a little bit sometimes in just keeping the hand rotating and moving. But sometimes you'll find that, you know what, that didn't really help a lot. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, so it's looking pretty good. You know, and like you say, it's Inktober. I'm gonna try to keep up with it. You know, but I do have my other projects that I'm working on that I need to keep going. If you have been following, I've been doing Ed, the Reluctant Biting Viper, and the story is still going. And so hopefully, maybe today or tomorrow, but we have things coming up this weekend. We have a wedding. My niece is getting married, and that. So, and it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. They got some really kind of cool, interesting stuff going on with that. Yeah, so it should be like quite the hoot. So we'll have that going on this weekend. So it just takes up. And Sue's actually the bridesmaid. It's really funny. My niece is much younger than my wife, and but she had always stated that she wanted to have Aunt Sue, who's very important to her, to actually do her bridesmaid. And she, when the time came now, which is like, a lot later in life, she still wanted that situation. So she didn't give it up, right? She was like, yeah, you're going to be my bridesmaid. And like I say, Aunt Sue's important to her. I've come to the realization that if anything was ever to happen between me and Sue, which will never happen, but if there was anything like that, I think I'd get kicked out of the family. Yeah, I don't think they care if I hung in. They would just be like, no, we'll just hang out with Sue. She's better. And she is. She's better. Yeah, I gotta admit it. All right. So, there you are. Inktober. P.S.H. Kennedy. Oh, if anybody doesn't know this, if I'm pretty sure I talked about it, but maybe I haven't. P.S.H. Kennedy is my art name, right? I am the dyslexic artist, but P.S.H. Kennedy stands for Paul Sue Hunter Kennedy. My name, Sue's name, and my daughter's name. Our daughter's name, right? And so there you are. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoy all Inktober. Go and check out some of the other artists out there. There's some really cool stuff that you see. It's amazing. Some people really put a huge amount of time and effort into it, and they do a great job. I'm being a little bit raw, but hey, I think it worked out okay. All right? Ciao. And there you are. Today, it was a mustache. The lovely mustache I did for you today. And why do I have this accent? I don't know. But it, a nice beautiful mustache. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Be cool like a big bull moose. And remember to wear your pants.